What's up guys, DJ Zedge here, back again with another UFC pay-per-view review. This review is going to be on UFC 135, Jon Jones versus Quinton Rampage Jackson. Must say, overall the pay-per-view was a really good pay-per-view. The fight card just in general was really good compared to other UFC cards that we've seen in the past. So let's just get this underway with the first fight on the main card, which was Nate Diaz versus Takanori Gomi. Now, previous to this fight, Nate's older brother Nick faced Takanori Gomi in Pride, and basically this is just a family feud that basically they wanted to settle the score out from Pride. And I must say, Nate Diaz done what his older brother done, and basically done Takanori Gomi, and he done it via round one submission. And I must say, Nate Diaz's performance was just flawless. You can't knock the guy. Like throughout the first round, he was dropping his hands, but I must admit, Nate Diaz did have the upper hand, and his reach advantage and everything like that just showed how spectacular he was. And trust me, all of his jabs were hitting. It was the best performance of his career, no doubt about that. Next fight after that was Browne versus Broughton. This fight went all the way. Towards the end, this fight looked like a zombie match, I must say, because what happened was they were just too tired, and at one point they were just crawling along the floor like zombies, trying to get each other for the takedowns and to get the dominant position. But overall, it was a good fight, but they need to both work on their stamina and their endurance throughout fights, I must say. So, because it just proved there that both of them neither had the stamina, and they never had the finishing power at the end to finish the fight. So yeah, that was that one. Next fight up was Rothwell versus Mike Hunt. This went all the way as well. Round 3 decision by unanimous went to Mark Hunt. By the way, I must say the Travis Browne fight, Travis Browne won that one against Rob Broughton, by the way. One after that was Rothwell versus Mark Hunt. Mark Hunt got this one versus by decision. I must say the referee on this fight was actually really bad, because what happened was Mark Hunt was in a dominant position, pounding Rothwell, but it was on like side. I think it was on a side guard, no side position, and no side man, and then basically he was throwing punches. Then the referee out of nowhere just comes and stops it, even though he was on a dominant position and he was working. It was just all because they were tired. The guy just, the referee just told him to stand back up. Now I think if that would have carried on, Rothwell would have got knocked out anyway. But no doubt about it. Anyway, Mark Hunt was the deserved winner on that fight, so I like the judges' scorecards on that one. Next fight was Matt Hughes versus Josh Koscheck in the co-main event of the evening. This fight was really good. Josh Koscheck got the win by round 1 KO/TKO. Matt Hughes, I must say, I like Matt Hughes. He's a really good fighter, but I just don't know what's going to happen with him, because the UFC's speculating whether he's retiring or not. He ain't said if he's retiring or not. He just wants the UFC to hold him back on as many cards as what they usually do. But I must say, overall, that fight was really good. Josh Koscheck just did prove that it was a good fight, and I must say, Matt Hughes, you could tell throughout the fight that he was working on his boxing, because as we all know, he's a bit of a grappler, but he works on his boxing this time. So heads up to Matt Hughes, and well, good fight there. Main event of the evening, up next, Jon Jones versus Quinton Rampage Jackson. Must say, this fight, was actually a really good fight. Jon Jones has always proved that he was the top dominant one against Quinton Rampage Jackson. This was the first fight he actually defended his title on, and he did it flawlessly. Trust me, his elbows, his position, his takedowns, everything. And in the end, he was the first one ever to actually stop Quinton Rampage Jackson, and he'd done it via round 4 submission, because as we all know, in title fights it's up to 5 rounds. So there we go. Cheers for listening, and this has been UFC 135 review. Also, must say, we found out that Jon Jones' next opponent will be Rashad Evans. Can't wait for that one. Next fight review will be next week, which is UFC Live on Versus. So yeah, check back for then, and see you all later.